Are you the landlord, sir?
Yes.
You're the landlord. You're suing the landlord for $5,000? Why did you go into the apartment, sir? You seem to acknowledge you went into the apartment.
Yeah, I went into the apartment.
Okay, imagine this. You walk into your apartment building, and 3 people are leaving your place. One shakes your hand, another one walks away fast, and the third guy, he's your landlord. This is straight out of a Netflix drama. And Judge Judy, she's about to blow this whole thing wide open.
You two folks live together,
Yes.
and this gentleman is your landlord? Or the manager of the apartment building where you live?
I guess this is my first time seeing him.
Yes.
Are you the landlord, sir?
Yes.
You're the landlord. You're suing the landlord for $5,000? Why don't you tell me why?
Okay, I came home in the afternoon, and I saw 3 people leaving the house, and
You mean your apartment?
my apartment. And I didn't know who they were. I knew who one of them was, the manager. This woman lives in the building. And I didn't know these other 2 gentlemen. And one of them shook my hand. And
One of them was this man
yes,
right
this
here?
gentleman and the other gentleman sitting down.
You.
Yes. The gentleman sitting down introduced himself. This gentleman sort of left down the stairs. They were, I guess, leaving or something. And he said we went into the apartment to look at something. So I didn't really think about it, you know. And then I went home, and about 10 minutes later, I sort of didn't feel good about the fact that these 3 people were in my house. It didn't hit me right away, but then it did.
All right. Why did you go into the apartment, sir? You seem to acknowledge you went into the apartment.
Yeah, I went into the apartment. My partner was out here from Texas, and we had remodeled the building, and he had not seen the building. So we were another part of LA, so let's go over and take a look at it because we had to fly him out of there. So I brought him up. We went up and knocked on the door. Nobody was there. It was myself and my partner and the manager. And I asked her to go ahead and open it up. I want to show him the unit. That unit was, he had seen the unit when we bought the building, and it was a serious rat's nest. And I wanted to show him how nice it had been improved and so on. I've been telling him about it, but he hadn't seen it. So we opened it up, and the manager opened it up for us. We walked around. I showed him what we had done, showed him the work on the floor and the paint and so on and so on. And we turned around and we left, and we started walking down the stairs. And that's when we ran into this gentleman, and we told him what we had just done. And we told him that we had just opened up the place and we wanted to show it because he was on it. Told him the whole story that I just gave you. And he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and walked up, and that was it. Well, about a month, maybe a month and a half later, I get a $5,000 lawsuit from me in the court that we wanted to sue me for $5,000 because of some type of damages that he's received by me going into his unit.
Point of clarification, he said that he had seen us coming out of this rental unit, which is not the case. We had already been in and had left the unit and saw him as he was coming up the stairs. We volunteered the fact, Judge, that we were in the unit. I apologized. Like he said, I introduced myself. I said, we're very sorry. I'm in a very tight time frame. We wanted to take a look at the unit because we're thinking about improving some others along these lines. You know, again, we're very, very sorry that we did this, and it was just passed off like anything that would happen a million times a day to you.
Look, landlord or not, you can't just walk into someone's apartment when they're not home. That's not a building, that's their personal space. And this guy, he just walks in like it's a casual tour for his business partner. No heads up. No permission. Just unlocked and entered. What would you do if someone walked into your apartment like that? Would you sue? Or just confront them? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love courtroom drama and savage Judge Judy moments, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what's next.